incredible man. I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do. When you wanna be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat. Showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me. Cause that's who I am.
Play, and that will be a false start on Hendersonville, first with the penalty of the evening.
Yeah, BAM LLC penalty flag there on the Bearcats. That should help our Central a little bit out. Back them up 5 yards, be first and 15 now for Hendersonville.
MLLC, on-site event support business, schools, and churches, BAM LLC. Yeah, a little bit of a break there for the Hilltoppers as it backs up Hendersonville, 2nd and 7, about the 31-yard line or so of the Hilltoppers. Also forces Hendersonville to slow down a bit. Ward rolls out on the snap, fires it, and a low pass again, but able to come back to the ball is Ace Smith. So you're starting to see Ace Smith going. He has caught the last two passes from Ward. That's another gain of about 8 yards, or sorry, pardon me, that's a gain of about 9 yards, another first down.
Yeah, Hendersonville is doing a very good job on those hook plays, just a little comeback route. And Ward's doing a good job of hitting those receivers, just falling down and taking what the defense gives them. As you mentioned there, another first down for the Bears.
In the red zone, hand off to Rudisill. Bounces outside, has another block on the edge, breaks one tackle, falls forward. That's just a hard run from Rudisill. He gets up to about the 12-yard line, another 7-yard run for Rudisill, and starting to get going early.
Yeah, they're averaging over 5 yards a carry. Once again, RSC will have to make some adjustments on defense as they can because the Bearcats are just getting so much momentum on first downs. It's hard for Central to do anything. And on second downs, you got second and 2 or second and 3. Very easy for the Bearcats to be able to pick those up.
10th play of the drive. Ball second and 2 at the 10-yard line. Ward will keep it right up the left side of the field. Powers forward, and he's into the end zone. Deron Ward, the 12-yard scamper, and Hendersonville takes the early lead.
Yeah, Fountain Electric touchdown there for the Bearcats. Call Fountain team at 828-287-4343 or online at fountainelectric.com. Once again, Hendersonville just scored to make the score 6-0 here at the Palace. Extra point.
So 11 plays, and they go 81 yards on the drive and make it look easy. chance to tag on with an extra point as Rainey gets set. Kick is up and is good. 6:36 left in the first quarter, 7-0 lead for Hendersonville.
Now on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home to world-famous fries. Now open 24 hours at Spindale and Far City. It's Hendersonville 7, Orange Central 0 here on Homecoming.
Back more on Downtown Radio, WAGY.
Another BAM LLC penalty? Well, maybe on the lines of the Rutherford County High School's football games this year, but not for businesses, schools, and churches who partner with BAM LLC for their local events. You will be scoring touchdowns, and BAM LLC suits up.
About purchasing a new mower, then plan a trip to Elliott Supply in Polkville. Elliott Supply has been family owned and operated for over.
And Shelby leads 13-0 with 2:59 to go in the first quarter as Tate takes it in for the numbers, tax, and bookkeeping touchdown.
9-yard run.
Lopez will come in for the Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown.
Going to go deep downfield, and he's got his man at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Charger touchdown.
Is that Mike? Was that trying to tell who that was?
I believe that was Ty J. Borders.
Ty J. Borders on the touchdown reception.
Oh, my gosh. The Chargers just went 71 yards.
And we talked about so many options for this Crest football team. We talked about the great receiving core last year. Man, it's impressive where they're able to run these guys out here this season. So Crest up 6-0.
Crest is the first team to strike tonight, and man, what a way to get it done. McSwain faked to Aiden Carson in the backfield. Looked like he was going to get into trouble with the D, but then he just got out of the pocket, and what a throw. Here we go with Nick Sanchez on the extra point. Is it going to have enough?
It is.
Yeah, it didn't. The distance on that ball wasn't far, but good enough to get over the bar. So the PAT is good as well. Let's take a look at that Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of those world-famous fries. With 6:31 to go in the first, it's now Crest 7 and Ashbrook 0. Stay with us on KTCBroadcasting.com.
Flooring styles, including.
Look at how many people right there around the line of scrimmage for the Bearcats.
They have, looks like 5 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and you have Ace Smith kind of playing a safety / linebacker.
9 in the box.
Yeah, 9 in the box there. Roll out. Elwin Littlejohn thinks about a pitch, will fall forward, and a little hesitation will move forward about 3 yards there, but sets up 3rd and long. Good job by Hendersonville not to be fooled by the speed option there.
Yeah, they know Orange Central doesn't have. Right now, they haven't shown the ability to pass in this game, so they're just playing all those guys up in the box. So I'm curious to see what the adjustment's going to be, because right now, 3-yard runs are not going to get it done.
Arsenal will step out. Reagan Holly out wide, along with Jacob Smith. First pass of the game was intended for him, and now you see Jace Gibbon back in. Looks like he is back in at quarterback with Littlejohn and McIntyre in the backfield here on 3rd down and 6. Gibbon drops back. He'll fire. He's looking down the sideline. Great coverage and picked off. That was a jump ball toward Holly, and good coverage first by number 4, Ace Smith, and Giovanni Suber with the interception on the pass by Gibbon, and there's another turnover forced by Hendersonville.
Yeah, I guess the reason I don't really – it's not as bad for the Hilltoppers. They're going to have to punt anyway. There's a long pass on the left-hand side. They got intercepted. They're going to have to pass. So Hendersonville's still starting, looks like about the 29-yard line. So all things considered, not too bad for the Hilltoppers if you have to have a turnover this early.
This time as RS Central runs 3 plays and off the field again. Now they're on 29-yard on Hendersonville, up 7-0, 5:04 left in the first quarter. Now in a double backfield, a handoff up the middle to Rudisill. He gets blown up in the backfield by the Hilltoppers.
There's so many Hilltoppers, it's hard to call them all. Looks like about 4 or 5 over there. led by looks like number 52, Jacob Hudgens in there for the stop as well, and there's about 3 or 4 others you cannot tell by their numbers there in on the stop. So very good first down play by the Hilltopper defense.
Yeah, Hudgens, Kennard, maybe Elijah Guzman all in there. Loss of about 1 yard on the play, and now second down and long. So first negative run, Hendersonville. Need the happy yard Central as Hendersonville is slowing it down now with a 2 backfield set of Rudisill and Jacobs in the backfield of Ward. Handoff now to Jacobs. Jacobs gets around, but there was a flag down, but a big hit by Hudgens anyway. He was going to lose yards, and it looks like holding on Hendersonville. See if they'll accept that, because that was another great play by Hudgens there. His second tackle for loss of the evening already here on this second drive.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what they do. A BAM LLC penalty flag on the Bearcats. You mentioned they're holding. It was going to be declined by the Hilltops. It would be third, and it looks like about 12 now for Hendersonville.
A loss of 2 on that one. Again, you have Hudgens has 2 tackles for loss on this drive alone, and now first time Hendersonville's been backed up on third down now.
Now, this is where you got to be dangerous if you're the Hilltopper defense. So we know Ward's a good passer. You got to be able to try to get to him or play coverage in that secondary and try to get the ball back to your offense.
Handoff this time up to Rudisill. He gets around the edge, has some yardage, gets wrapped up, and he will be just short. So a good run by Rudisill. That was a great tackle by number 6, Isaiah Smith. It's all the way up to the 39-yard line. Now decision time for Hendersonville. It's 4th and 1. But good job by Smith to bring Rudisill down.
Looks like they're going to be going for it here on 4th down at the Palace. A big play coming up for Hendersonville. Can the Hilltoppers stop them right here on 4th and 1 from about the 39-yard line?
They're 4th down. Long one, about like 38. Guy getting 39 for a first down. 2 running backs in the backfield. Try to get Arsenal to jump off sides. They do not. Ward looks to the sideline to get a new play call. He has Jacobs and Rudisill in the backfield with him and has both Pace brothers and Smith spread out at wide receiver.
But the play clock is wound down, but there's no penalty flag. Maybe they're not working.
Here's the handoff up the middle. It's right at the line of the game, and I think Rudisill just got that extra push. Gets about 2 yards, and that's all he needed, 2 yards in a cloud of dust to get the first down on that run.
I knew the Hilltoppers needed to be careful there on third down. Gave up the big run anyways there. Set up Hendersonville 4th and 1. They was able to convert another Meepolito first down there for the Bearcats.
Big play for Hendersonville. It continues to wind the clock. 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first. And now Rudisill will take a break. Jacobs comes in, as does Giovanni Suber and Gianni Thompson. So a lot of Bearcats being able to move in and out in this RS Central team with some banged-up players as well on the defensive side. See if that comes into effect later in the game. Ward's going to roll out. The flag is down. He's going to scramble with it, and he'll slide. Smart play there. Gains about 6, but I think we have another holding call here on the Bearcats.
Yeah, consider what that was called, and the Bearcat backfield has got to be holding on that. It is holding. We'll back them up. At least probably 10 yards there. Should be 1st and 20 now coming up for Hendersonville after the penalty is won.
Yeah, that's Mason Connard. I think both times he's been blitzing off the edge to try to contain these rushing backs for the Bearcats. And Mason Connard has just been in the backfield, and you just have to get the hold sometimes if you're Hendersonville so your quarterback doesn't take a shot.
It was called so early, as you mentioned there. You thought it was holding. I thought it was holding too, because that's the only thing that could have happened there. There's no play around him. it was just boom, boom, boom. There's holding. And it's like, but fortunately for Central, he got a big game around the right. On the left-hand side there. Now 1st and 20 from that 4th.
1st and 20 takes the handoff, and there's Connard in the backfield. Has to roll out this Ward. Sets, fires. There's a wide open number 4, Ace Smith. And Ace Smith able to go across the 50-yard line. So Ace Smith was wide open about the 45. That's a gain all the way down to almost the opposing 45, opposing 46. Gain of 24 yards on that pass. And Ace Smith somebody just got lost in coverage, it looks like.
Yeah, had to be a coverage breakdown there for the Hilltopper defense. Wide open Ace Smith, and he's made them pay all night. Continue to make them pay as this first quarter continues to wind down here at the
First down there, 6th of the ball game. And Ward is a perfect 5 for 5 for 58 yards already. Yeah,
doing pretty well for himself.
Pretty good. pretty good. Had 4 completions on that first drive. hands it off. A whistle here. And we'll have to see. There's 51 seconds left in the quarter. A flag is down. And a false start on Hendersonville. So another BAM LLC penalty flag. There's some little mistakes by Hendersonville. Hasn't cost them yet, but some stuff, you know, if you're Coach Ward, you really want to get that cleaned up as soon as possible.
Yeah, against good teams, those things that hurt you right there. Not saying Arsenal is not a good team, but they're giving up a lot of big plays there. They've had some penalty yards marked off against Henderson, not able to make this stop there. And, you know, this is another opportunity now. 1st and 15, they really need to turn the ball back into their offense. Their defense has been on the field a long time here in the first quarter. And that will wear on you. You ask why Hendersonville scored 21 points on them last year. Stuff like this is why.
3 penalties for 20 yards so far against Hendersonville has not affected their offense yet. Snap to Ward. He gets blitzed, breaks one tackle, but can't break a second one. He'll get sacked. Keontae Lattimore and Mikkel Jennings. Jennings was banged up last week, but both of them collide for the sack, and now it's going to be second and a very long after the 4-yard loss to give about 2nd down and 19.
I like the pressure RS Central was able to put on Ward there. They're able to send a little bit of a delayed blitz. They're able to get Ward down there. The back end of their defense covered up there. So big play there for the Hilltop defense here at the end of the first quarter.
That's a big play. Could be a momentum play as we head to the second quarter. Hendersonville is up 7-0 on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard. Stanton Enterprise McDonald's. It's been 24 hours in Spindale and Forest City. This is Downtown Radio, WAGY.
Amy Atkins, co-owner with my wife Sherry of Brick and Mortar Marketing. Based in Rutherford County, BAM LLC is here to help your business remain relevant with today's growing online shopping options. We offer on-site services and marketing with our Spin-to-Win wheel, inflatables Handy Randy and barbecue, popcorn machine, and Facebook Live video production to support your store's events like Ladies' Night, Customer Appreciation Days. We also offer merchandising services like retags and assortment resets. And we have Bam Bam, the little trucks that could, for on-site events as well as parades. Call us today at 280-2351, BAM,
the
LLC.
9-minute version. And we're going to have a timeout here. North Lincoln's going to call a timeout. So with 3:14 to go in the first quarter, it's 7-6 Knights. We'll be
for Shelby Auto Parts. Now.
So what is ClickUp?
Big boss, man.
Plus, check out their Thermosona.
So after that penalty, they're back at their own 10 now, still 1st and goal. And 2nd down for the Green Wave. Triple receivers to the far side, a couple to the near side. And it is going to be the dangerous Martino Smith, and he is able to break away from a tackler who looked like he was going to have him at the 3-yard line, and we've got an Ashbrook touchdown.
Yeah, once again, Crest had him dropped in the backfield and just did not wrap up the ball carrier and let him get in for that touchdown.
Only 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and Ashbrook is going to have an opportunity to tie this football game after they just got a touchdown. Benjamin Gregory out for the PAT. And this ball has been blocked by the Crest Chargers. It was a bad snap to begin with, and they just couldn't get the ball in position before Crest was there. So, Rob, the Chargers have the 1-point lead.
Yeah, able to maintain the lead, Paul.
So we'll update you just before the end of the first quarter and on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard. They're located across from Gardner-Webb University. Crest 7, Ashbrook 6 from KTCBroadcasting.com.
You know, it seems those weed eaters, blowers, and chainsaws quit at the worst time. Well, Hardin Rentals and Sales.
Good to see him.
Short pass, and I think the receiver never turned around. That's going to be incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, a little miscue there. Can't tell exactly the intended receiver. Incompletes for 2nd and 10 for Burns.
So 2nd down, 10. So I've got Marshall as 2 for 4 right now with a touchdown.
Yeah, we'll get the yardage later. Joe Weibel has a better vantage point than we have, so we'll get those stats for you at the end of the game.
I'm not really sure he'll be able to do too much. It's tough. Might have to get him from the film. Double wide receivers left. And McGowan claps hands, has the football, another little slant, and that one's incomplete. So to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, pass a little low. I had Graham Warlick, a little inside slant. Bring up 3rd down and 10 for Burns.
So I've got Burns very, very unofficially for 37 yards. Marshall McGowan 2 for 5, 37 yards. And obviously they're trying to work on a little bit their passing game as they progress through the season, the tougher games at the end of the schedule and into the playoffs. So I like to see the dedication to making the offense a little bit more dynamic.
So we've got Evan Donaldson checking into the game.
So McGowan in the gun again. Wide receivers left and right, double to the left. Claps the hands, has the football, and he's going to take off with it. And he's hard down. And not sure what he got. And they're going to say that's going to be a tackle for a loss. McGowan lost a yard, and Burns will have to punt.
That's 51, Travis Woods. Big boy, 6'1", 270. Got a pretty big lick on Marshall there, so I expect to see Graham Warlick and the punting unit come out for Burns here.
So not a 3-and-out, but a de facto 3-and-out.
So yeah, good defensive possession there for Highland Tech Rams.
Good defense for Highland there, and it's punting time with 2:40 left to go, first quarter. Again, on your Rights Jewelry scoreboard, it is 14-0. You're listening to Burns Football, brought to you by West End Sales. And back to punt. Way high snap, gets over the head, and is he going to get the punt off? He will, but it's a short punt, and Highland Tech's going to have it in plus territory as Warlick never really got the football.
Yeah, he did the best he could do. Was able to get a hand on it, so it didn't go completely over his head, but tried to get the punt off, but can't tell exactly where Highland Tech will take over, but it'll be deep into Burns territory.
And Highland Tech, let's see here, the sticks will be, see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at about, judging where the front pylon is, they're about on the Burns 20. So they're going to take it with 2:21 and a chance to get on the scoreboard. Do the Highland Tech Rams have here? Let's see here. I can probably. Don't know where that's coming from. First down 10. Adams up under center, and Jeffries has the football, and he's tackled. We'll see where they move it. And Jeffries got a pretty good gain. They're going to give him 5, second down and 5.
Jeffries up the middle. I think Max Davis came down with that tackle for Burns.
So second down 5, as we said, after the bad snap on the punt, and they had problems with that in the Crest game, if you'll remember.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something to work on down the road. And it's going to be Adams up under center again.
Jeffries again in the backfield,
Yeah.
same kind of formation.
So Adams comes up under center. No, he's going to stay in. No, now he comes up under center. He's taking his time. Man comes in motion. And now there's going to be a penalty against the Rams. I think they have an illegal shift or a pre-snap penalty. That's brought to you by Putnam Distributors. That's going to make it.
Oh, wait a minute. They called that on Burns. Wow.
How'd they call that on Burns?
They fooled us. I'm like you. I thought it was some sort of procedure, but.
Well, that's 50 yards and penalties, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Usually that's a procedure penalty. But I tell you what, man, it's just been, I've not seen Burns have 5 penalties in a quarter.
Yeah, I'd say we had 8 all game last week.
So they had 5 in the first quarter as Adams up under center again. Man comes in motion again. And Adams still up under center. And now he'll give it to Jeffries up the middle. And let's see if he got it. I don't know. They're moving the ball forward, so I think it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, definitely got follow progress. Goodson and I think Wilson brought him down.
They're going to give him 2, and that's a Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yep, first down of the game for Highland Creek.
Highland Tech.
Sorry, I said that a couple years ago. Highland Tech, you're right.
So that's a Falston Pharmacy first down, and the clock winds, and now we've got a timeout, and not sure who called it. Timeout Burns. That's a Putnam Distributors timeout. We'll be right back.
Maybe if I had newer clubs with better grooves, that would happen.
That's pretty tough at the country club anyway.
Yeah, the greens at Lincoln Country Club are pretty firm. Sometimes you only leave ball marks with a high wedge. It's amazing.
Well, son and I are playing again in the father-son tomorrow.
Good luck with that.
We've played 4 times, and we're averaging second place.
Oh, goodness.
And it's the easy average because we finish second every year we play.
Always the bridesmaid.
Yeah, that's right.
Never the bride. So 1st and 10 for the Knights. 1:10 to go in the quarter. Handoff to Wingate up the middle. Good opening. He gets 5 yards easy. Gets out to the 45-yard line. Just a dive play up the middle. And there's a decent hole, and he makes the best of it. Gets 5 yards.
Yeah, very similar to the touchdown run. They pretty much just go right off tackle. Sometimes when they run that, they go a little wider, a little tighter, depending on what's up front. But good gain. Again, keep getting those chunk plays.
Yeah, you keep doing 5 at a time. It's not going to be a problem. Man in motion. Handoff again up the middle to Wingate. This time there's not much there except white uniforms. He might get it. Nope, they're marking him right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on that play. Statesville defensive line wins that one.
Of course, we don't have a 55 on the roster they gave us. Let's go to the other roster. We're just roster hopping here. Daniels, 55 for Statesville.
So it's 3rd and 5, and there won't be another play because there's 13 on the play clock and 7 on the game clock. That'll do it. So that'll be it for the first quarter. North Lincoln 15, Statesville 6. We'll be back with the second quarter after this.
Online at the
Now, massive change by the Golden Lions.
I think he's out for the season with a knee injury, if I'm not mistaken. The Ironman kind of banged up, so they're down to the freshman running backs tonight.
Gotcha. Yeah, third and 11. Yep. The far official from us, the linesman on the other side of the field that operates the down markers, he threw a flag. And let's see, it's going against the Golden Lions. So they're moving Shelby back 5 yards.
Yes, sir. That's good that the Ironman can take any yards they get. Also with another Pete's Fish Box penalty. It's on the Ironman.
They made the mistake. They first marked it off against Shelby. Now they marked it off against the Ironman. So now, yeah, that's not good. It's third and 15, 3rd and 17 for the Ironman.
I look for the Ironman probably just to hand it off again here.
Patterson's running for his life. There's 3 or 4, 5, 6 lines in. They blitzed. Looked like number 6 was the main guy, or the first guy, Jaden Anderson. He blitzed from his defensive back position, and they just Cherville just didn't have enough offensive linemen to pick them all up, and it has pushed the lineman back again, the Ironman back again, and it's now his 4th and 25, 26, 27 yards.
Yes, sir. Going to have to do a better job of protecting the quarterback there. No, it's going to be tough. It's only the second quarter. Expect to see a lot more of that. Ironman just got to do the best they can, but they do need to keep him upright because not only is he the quarterback, he's also the punter.
And which he does at this moment, caught by number 7 at the 44-yard line, and he has a clear path all the way, and he's still going, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. And that was, there is a flag, however, and it's way back. the Shelby side of the 50-yard line, so this play may be coming back.
Well, good thing it is coming back, and good on the quarterback and punter, Andron Patterson, able to get him down right before he ran it in the end zone.
Absolutely. He never gave up. Patterson never gave up and was able to knock him out. And you got to see that. I mean, you got to appreciate that, and that's what you have to have. Even when you're down by 4 touchdowns, you've got to still put the effort through it, and Patterson did. That was a great job by him. So the penalty does move Shelby back. They're now inside their own 30, about the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for Shelby. And they're in twins right, twins left. They give off to Tate, and he's running, and he's still running. He's crossed the 40. He's got a first down for Shelby. He's out of bounds at the 42.
Very, very nifty run by Tristan Tate. That's going to be another Medical Center Pharmacy first down. He went left, he went right, did a little spin move once. This is going to be a hard guy to bring down. Very fast, very shifty.
He's 5'9", 160. He is a senior. He's a very seasoned running back. He is, as you said, Juwan, you are so right. He has quite the feat. Farmer with the pass, and again he finds number 18, and they can't get him down. He's still loose. He's still running, and he's going to get in the end zone. Oh my goodness! Emmanuel Collins with his second touchdown, and they had him stopped, but he kept moving his feet, and he was able to get away from them, and ended up in the end zone. So,
yes, sir. He caught that pass. Looks like there was an Ironman defender on him, grabbed him down by the legs. He just kind of pulled out of it. Ironman tried to grab him by his other foot to no avail, and was able to run it on in.
And that's another No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky from Cherryville Scoreboard edition, 35-0. And now the extra PAT of Heath Jackson Plumbing of Cherryville. It is good. And so Shelby adds another point. And the score now is 36-0 in favor of the Golden Lions. With 6 minutes and 25 seconds left, we will take a break. This is WCSL 92.9 FM.
When it comes to protecting what you love, you want an insurance agent that cares more about your
gain, and that'll be all. That was Cameron Mayfield this time, I believe.
And we've seen Crest struggle to get off the field on these third and long situations. Let's see if they can do it here.
Coming up here for Ashbrook, they're going to need 6 yards for the first down. If not, it's going to be 4th down, and they're going to be forced to have to punt very deep in their own territory. This is going to be a big moment in the game after, remember, Crest went for it on 4th down moments ago and did not get the first down in the red zone of Ashbrook. Now let's see what they can do. Double receivers to the near side, one to the far side, and a couple of backs in that backfield right now with the QB. Quarterback wants to pass. He's going to go to the far side of the field, and I believe he's got his man. It is caught inside the Charger 45-yard line for a huge Meat-Pubs first down.
Yeah, Montgomery, a outstanding wide receiver for this Ashbrook team, and McLean did a good job of leading his receiver.
That is the 4th Mi Pablito first down of the evening for Ashbrook, and that is the biggest one, no doubt, as they just went from their own 20 to the Charger 43-yard line for the new set of downs. High snap, but brought down by the QB. Great job by the defense. And, man, Martino Smith, nowhere to go but backwards.
Yeah, a lot of Chargers there, a lot of green jerseys that make the play. Jahari Mosley, one of those Chargers in to make the tackle.
After what happened on that big pass a while ago, man, great response there by the Charger defense.
Also, like who else was out there for the Chargers? Looks like Pluto Surratt as well.
Yeah, that's nothing new. Surratt getting himself involved in a tackle. Second down and about 12 now after the loss by Ashbrook, with this time from the shotgun, the QB, triple receivers near side, one to the far side. He looks like he wants to go to the air, but the pressure's coming. McLean's on the run, far side of the field, and he finally decides he'll just go out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Much better pursuit that time by the Crest defense to force him to the sideline, not let him break through. Good coverage downfield as well. And here we are again, Paul, third and long. Can the Crest defense make a stand here?
We know what happened last time. They went from deep in their own territory, inside their own 20, and ended up, of course, deep in charge of territory.
14-8, Burns leads Highland Tech. McDonald's Bowling Springs scoreboard.
I'm interested to see how long Highland Tech can keep that game close.
Come in undefeated.
Yeah, how about that? 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to go until halftime. Crest 7, Ashbrook 6. Ashbrook on a third down. They're going to keep it on the ground, and it's not going to be successful as they're down at the 41.
We got a flag.
Oh, my.
Can't tell who it's on because there was players from both teams throwing their arms up, so we'll see.
Yeah, there's an official huddle and a discussion at the 40-yard line right now. We still don't have the indication of the latest Freedom Financial penalty flag. It's going to work out for Ashbrook, though. It's against Crest. And guess what? This is going to give
personal foul against Crest.
Wow, a first down to the Charger 26.
So
to jump offside, and that's going to be a Putnam Distributors penalty. Dead ball offside against the Rams. First down
He's kind of right side for Statesville.
for the Bulldogs, so a break for Burns.
Side has been kind of the two guys up front for Statesville. It's kind of kept them in check. And I think you can see why their attacking wing get up the middle a little bit more away from those two when they do go up the middle.
Snap. Sipe keeps it. Pitches to Folk. He's going around the left side across the 40 down to the 36-yard line. That could be a first down. It's going to be close. He goes from the 46. They're going to mark it at 37. They're going to say that's a first down. So Turner Hauser Insurance first down for the Knights.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the marker was on North Lincoln's side of the field.
Yeah.
The ball seems to be on the Statesville side of the hash, so that makes sense for a first down.
Just enough for the first down. So first down at the 37. They're driving. 6 minutes to go, halfway through the second quarter. Folk throws a pass. He's got a receiver. Catch is made right at the first down marker. That's number 11, Brady Rinkus. So another pass play for the Knights. What's going on?
Well, I think they obviously see something.
Yes.
Getting away from that defensive front that's been a little bit disruptive. They've done a pretty good job with them. But, yeah, they're kind of catching Statesville off guard with some of these pass plays.
They are, and they're running some good routes. I mean, they're getting not just open, but wide open. So he gets right to the first down marker for Turner Hauser Insurance. And they got the ball. Again, Sipe keeps it, pitches late, gets it out to Agee. This is like watching the old Wishbone from days.
Kick. It's returned by our Central's number 12, Jacobs Smith, and
So
steps out
timeout.
lane for a bit.
Getting
Ball
gashed
forward
right
to about
now.
the 35-yard line before he's wrapped down by a whole host of Bearcats on that one, led by Donnie Black. And that'll be first and 10. So if you're RS Central, you have a minute 18. You have all three timeouts. The problem is you haven't completed a pass yet tonight.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what you do here. Doris Central is going to just try to run the ball until they get a big play, and then see if they can maybe make a pass play after that. They definitely don't want to turn the ball back over the Bearcats. They got a great passing game, so they definitely don't want to let the Hendersonville tack on some more points here before the break.
And already our Central's going to take a quick timeout, and we will too. This is Downtown Radio, BAGY. Hendersonville leads it 13-7.
Fountain Electric and Services wants you to be ready for the next big storm with proper lighting and surge protection. Call 828-287-4343 to book your home lighting and surge protection service. What if you trip?
So we've got first and 10 for the Knights at the 15-yard line. Handoff up the middle to Wingate. He's got a big hole. He's up through, and he's in for the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown, Knights, and there go the lights.
I tell you, that was pretty much the opposite play that they scored on at the other end zone. They went kind of off tackle right with Wingate to get the first touchdown. This time they kind of went off tackle left, and Wingate did a good job breaking back against the grain a little bit, and Statesville had overrun it and gets his second touchdown of the night from Abernathy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Lincolnton.
So now coming up is the James River Equipment conversion. And they do the swinging gate into kicking formation. Sipe will hold. Jake Dillingham will be the left-footed kicker. I can't see who's doing the snap. Snap, hold. Kick is up, flag down. And flags are, there's a flag troop in the end zone for the band, and they were paying no attention. And the ball bombed right into them. I don't know if it got one of them. But a flag did go down on the conversion. Offside on Statesville. So will they go for two, since it's going to be half the distance to the goal? It goes from, the 3-yard line? And
1.5.
And an update from down the road at East Lincoln. It is East Lincoln 0, Hickory 15. I imagine that is a second quarter score.
Why are they re-kicking it?
Well, they're going to kick it anyway, even though the ball's on the 1.5-yard line. So snap, hold, kick is up.
Wants to try to kick
it's
it over
good, and it almost made it over the back fence. It landed on the track, scattered a couple flag girls. So, with 5:13 to go in the first half, North Lincoln looking really good. They're leading 22-6. You're listening to Lincoln County High School football.
More in, giving it quarterback. McIntyre in the backfield. Now he'll move McIntyre out wide. Screen pass to Smith. Smith gets a block. He's up the sideline, past the 45, and he crosses all the way down to the 47 of Hendersonville. So Smith showing off his speed. That's the first completion of the night, and that gets it into Hendersonville territory.
Yeah, that was a good play right there. And Smith is just in ninth grade there. That was a tremendous screen pass and run there by him. Tremendous speed, as you mentioned. I was just really impressed by a freshman being able to do that at the varsity level.
Actually marking back to about the 48-yard line. So give him a gain of about 18 yards on the pass, the first completion of the night. Clock will move, 52 seconds left in second quarter. RS Central down 13-7. Hand off to McIntyre, nowhere to go. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled by Tamir Barber and by James Buford, and Buford starting to get going as the second tackle for loss in this game.
They start having a tempo by RS Central there. Going to kill the ball right there, kill the clock. 13.8 seconds left. That'll bang up, looks like third down now for the Hilltoppers.
You got to think if you're the Hilltoppers, you're going to look toward Jacob Smith once again. Do have Holly out there. They did put Lil John McIntyre out wide. They get the call now here on 3rd and 11. Hendersonville does have all 3 timeouts left, so if they get a stop, they could elect to try to get a drive of their own. Remember, they get the ball to start the second half. Snap, fake to McIntyre. Gibbon will roll out, pressured, fires it. Caught by Smith, inbounds, and he's wrestled down at the 44-yard line by Gianni Jacobs. So gain of about 4, and Hendersonville, I think, is content to go to the half with the lead.
Get the ball at the start of the second half. That's probably a good move there for the Bearcats.
That clock will keep rolling. And RS Central don't want to give it back to Hendersonville. I think they're going to take this to the locker room, everybody stands, and they will go to their respective sidelines. And that, actually, pardon me, RS Central is going to take a timeout. One referee signaled timeout, and RS Central is going to take a timeout, actually. So So with 1 second left on the clock, now our Central maybe you set up a Hail Mary here. Maybe the thinking, but.
Yeah. This is an interesting call there, because it's a pretty good ways to the end zone there. Maybe they have something up their sleeve to try to get some more points on the board. Maybe they try to draw them off sides, get a little bit closer. Who knows what may happen? The game cannot end on a defensive penalty there, so they can draw them off sides. Maybe they have a free play and they try it again. We'll see what the Arsenal decides to do here on this 4th down call with 1 second remaining until our halftime.
Similar bunch formation out the bottom. You have Smith and Holly along with McIntyre. Lil John's up top in one-on-one coverage. You have some Hendersonville players back. They're going to send 6, actually. Gibbon rolls out. He's going to get sacked, and that's how the half ends as Ruisil makes plays on defense now. He gets the sack to end the half, and a big-time ending for Hendersonville as they're able to score and then get a stop, and they'll get the ball back to start the second half of this game.
Yeah, coming up on the Farm Bureau at Rutherford County halftime show here in just a few minutes.
And this is the 13-7 lead for Hendersonville here on the Stan Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard. One of those world-famous French fries. This is Downtown Radio, WAGY.
The counter allergy medications.
He's going to quarterback keeper, and I think it's going to work out. He's in for the Ashbrook touchdown.
You got to be aware. We talked about being a dual threat quarterback. He can run and throw. You have to be aware of where he is, and Crest just not a good job there finding him.
So Ashbrook has taken the lead. They have come to play tonight, and their quarterback has been very effective for them so far in this game. It is now 12 Ashbrook, Crest 7. And coming into a tip, this extra point this time is going to be Clee Phillips, number 2. And another block by the Chargers. The PAT is no good.
So Crest getting through on those extra points.
That part's been effective. However, now on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of those world-famous French fries, Ashbrook has taken the lead. They have gone up 12-7 over the Chargers. Stay with us. This is KTC Broadcasting.
3:23 left in the second quarter. This is KCT Broadcasting. We'll be right back after this break.
Is an independent insurance agency finding you the best value on auto.
On the motorcycles of Shelby.
First half, North Lincoln with a 22-6 lead. You're listening to Lincoln County High School football.
Built a bar.
555. The game is about to start. What the?
402 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online.
Welcome back. And it'll be Ashbrook from the 40 with Phillips. A short kick, trying a little bit of an onside kick here. Thank goodness the Chargers fall on top of it safely. And, Rob, we got to give a lot of credit right there to Bethune handling that football at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, exactly right. Good job of getting on the football.
Let's review that Big E touchdown a moment ago. Remember that the Upstate Carolina's Complete Entertainment Center in Gaffney. It was an impressive drive, which started at the 15-yard line. And we're talking about some 12 plays later, an 8-yard touchdown quarterback keeper. That's how Ashbrook leads 12-7.
We got a flag.
Yep, on the snap of the football on this first play for Crest, and they are going to jump the gun, and it's another Freedom Financial penalty flag. Remember those guys guiding your financial freedom across generations. Rob, I feel like now that Crest is in the second half going to have to clean up some of their own mistakes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you look at a couple drives that have been extended because of Crest penalties, and they got to do a better job of taking care of themselves before they can take care of the Green Wave.
There's been 5 or 6 penalties, and the yardage are mounting up for Crest in this game, which now means they're looking at 1st and 15 inside their own 40. Aiden Carson, can he get going here? Decent run across the 45 to about the 47.
Carson picks up 7 to make it 2nd down. 7.
So good run there by Carson. Make it about 2nd and 7.
Yep, still got a few downs to work with here. And by the way, a minute 39 clock ticking to work with. It'd be impressive if Crest could get down the field and find a way to cut into that lead or take the lead back. Oh, my goodness, Ashbrook's defensive coverage was tight, almost an interception. It was Michael Edwards. But, Rob, at the end of this play, this could be pass interference.
Yeah, I think the defender for Ashbrook tried to go through Edwards to get to the football, and I think that's what they call pass interference here. We'll see.
Another Freedom Financial penalty flag. Give them a ring, 828-980-7102.
And it is pass interference against the Green Wave. So big penalty there allows Crest to keep a drive going.
Yeah, you know, as many penalty flags that have been flying in this game for a while, most were going against Crest. So fortunately for them, they move into Ashbrook territory. They've got a new set of downs. They just picked up their 5th Meepablito first down of the night, and they'll start at the Ashbrook 38-yard line with a minute 28 to go until halftime. You want to be very careful here. Good offense to get into the red zone, try to get some points. Slant immediately, Edwards. Can Edwards break away like he does so often? They will drag him out of bounds on the Crest sideline. Just a short game, but some yardage that takes Crest to the 33.
I think Michael Edwards took a little exception the way he was slung out of bounds there.
Yeah, I think some of the fans below us from picking up on our crowd mic were upset about that as well. The good news right there is that the clock was stopped, so there's a minute 8 to go, and I believe Crest might still at least have one timeout.
Yeah, I think they got one left.
And that could be crucial if they can get closer to the end zone. Right now, Ashbrook showing that they are a pretty good 3-0 football team. They lead Crest 12-7.
We see Jahari Mosley. We talked about him. He's checked in at the wide receiver spot here for Crest.
We know how he helped Crest down the stretch in that Charlotte Catholic win 1 week ago. Double receivers to the far side, one to the near side. The one back is Carson. Carson will take the handoff from McSwain, trying to get some blockers behind him. He'll run along the Crest sideline, and he's going to be driven out of bounds at the 28. Just shy, I believe, of the first down marker.
He did get out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock.
That is very, very close to a first down.
And they must have put some time back on the clock because it was a minute 8, now it's a minute 14. So evidently, I don't think the clock got stopped when Edwards went out of bounds, so they gave him a little time. And that is a first down for the Chargers.
Well, that makes sense to me. They're at the 28. They were at the 38 when they started with the first down. And that is a big Meepablito first down. Let them cater your next event. They can serve 20. They can serve up to 500. McSwain with a new set of downs, back to Aiden Carson. Carson wanted to run to the far side of the field. Cuts back inside. He's going to go inside the 10, inside the 5, into the end zone, but hold everything. Penalty flag on the play. Man, this may bring it back.
I'm scared that's what it's doing. We see the Chargers already coming back this direction. Coach Lloyd wanting to know who was it on. But we see Aiden Carson there, prime example, just a huge burst of speed up the middle. But it will be for naught.
So after the penalty, instead of a touchdown with Crest taking the lead, The ball has been placed back at the 32 of Ashbrook. Another big penalty working on Crest. McSwain, already a flag in the Crest backfield again. Turner's going to take off running far side of the field. He's inside the 10. He goes out. However, we've got an injured Green Wave player down at the 33, and the flag is back in the Crest backfield, Rob, at the 35.
Scared maybe be another holding situation here on the Chargers.
You know it's going to end up being on Crest because it was in the backfield behind the offense that the official threw that flag again. And it seems like our game is continuously getting delayed for penalty after penalty. And this one, guess what, will go against Crest. Another Freedom Financial penalty flag. Flags on the field, avoid those financial missteps when you deal with Freedom Financial and their expert guidance. Oak Street Extension, Forest City.
Look at where the ball's at.
This is a big one. It's going to take it back to the 47-yard line of Ashbrook. By the way, the first down marker is inside the 15.
Tell you what, Paul, so I'm going to keep an eye on some of these Ashbrook guys are kind of slow getting up. Just right there during that timeout, some of them were sitting down on the field. So let's see if maybe Crest can just keep the throttle down and maybe drag them into some deep water late. Let's see what happens.
I've got so many penalties down for Crest and yardage now that I'm about to run out of space on my sheet.
I believe it.
It's got that bad. Mercy. And this is one reason we've never got to halftime yet is because of a lot of penalty flags down the stretch. 53 seconds to go until the half. Crest down at the moment, 12-7. McSwain in all kind of trouble in the backfield, and he's not going to be able to get away this time. He's trying to throw the ball away at the last minute. He may be down back at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, they called him down.
And, man, it looks like this time it's an injured player that happens to be a Crest Charger. While they check on this injured player, we'll step away for a timeout. 36 seconds to go in the second quarter. Ashbrook 12, Crest 7 here from KTCBroadcasting.com.
They haven't notified us there is a player down. It is Mayhew. And I don't know if it's his hand or if it's elbow. Looks like it's something in the upper part of his body, and they got the medical people out there looking at him right now. And it looks like that ball, Juwan, was placed on like the 1 yard line. Is that what you see?
Yes, sir. Definitely took about a 2 yard loss on that. Was able to barely get out of end zone to avoid the safety. I think the Ironman should come out, just maybe quarterback sneak it. Looks like it's about 26 seconds left in the half on the let's see. Yeah, 20 seconds. I think they're just going to run out the clock on a no malarkey, Mr. Sparky scoreboard.
That's what they're doing. You're right. And looks like Mayhew came off and is kind of favoring that left shoulder, but he'll be fine. But he may have got a little sting that time. But you're right, Juwan. The clock is running down. 3, 2, 1 seconds, and now down to 0. So the Mr. No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky from Cherryville scoreboard reads Shelby 56, Cherryville 0 at the half. We will be back for a stadium halftime show, sponsored by West End Sales of Lincolnton, and
commercial fueling, backup generator.
Walkridge, Haven McCurry, Mila McDaniel, Jazzy McKee, Maya Miller, Mariah Miller, Haley Montcastle, Mia Pittman, Sophie Pittman, Meg Pravat, Bryn Walker, Addison Waters, Allie Shearer, Journey Singleton, and Aubrey Whiteside. Thanks again to Stanton Enterprise McDonald's for all the support of high school athletics. And, of course, congratulations to the RS Central varsity cheerleaders. And congratulations
Not sure about that one.
I mean, they called it a touchdown. If it's a penalty against Burns, he's going to take the penalty. So just.
Why would you not?
I mean, unless it's like a celebration penalty or something. Let's see. So let's see. Still waiting on the signal. Dead ball, personal foul against Burns.
Tripping.
Tripping.
Yep.
I don't get it. But why are they moving the ball all the way down there?
Maybe was it after the play somehow or another?
I don't know. They haven't put the touchdown on the board.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
No, they called tripping on Burns, but they have the ball marked down like Burns is going for a 2-point conversion. I don't know.
I think they called it a touch. They've updated the 42 on the scoreboard.
Okay, so they called it a touchdown. It was tripping on Burns. McGowan's going to keep it. I assume this is the 2-point conversion brought to you by On The Go Quick Lube. And it is good, so I don't know. I guess they're going to take it on the kickoff.
Never seen a tripping call after play.
We'll straighten it out when we get back. We'll be right back.
Scores of what's going on with Shelby, Kings Mountain, Burns, and other teams. They need a huge play. Turner McSwain in the pocket. He's got some time. Now he's going to go towards the end zone. A lot of white jerseys are there. It's caught by the Chargers. Look at that, Michael Edwards. Did he get in? It's a Crest. Unbelievable. Kidding.
Unbelievable catch by Mike Edwards.
Whoa, my mercy. There were 5 white jerseys. I thought we were going to have an interception in front of Michael Edwards. How in the world did the football get in his hands?
Unbelievable. Mike just came out of a group of white jerseys to make the catch. There is a flag on the field. I think it's after the play, so I believe the touchdown will stand. But
wow.
What an incredible catch by Mike Edwards.
Not any receiver could do what we just witnessed. It takes somebody like a Michael Edwards. That was 46 yards in all. Turner McSwain just airing it out, the Hail Mary, and somehow, some way, and I'm talking about coverage of 5 defenders in front of Michael Edwards.
Coach Shannon Allen's here, I believe, shooting highlights for KTC. If you get a chance to go to the red zone, it may be there.
Yes.
You have to see that catch to believe it. Amazing, amazing reception. We do have an injured Green Wave player down. Looks like another lineman. Be the 3rd guy we've seen with them down. But what an incredible, incredible catch by Mike Edwards.
Rob, I need to apologize to you in the audience. I just said due to the penalties and the fact that Crest kept getting backed up with only 8 seconds left, it was probably unlikely they were going to score. I'm forgetting about a guy by the name of Mike Edwards.
I've had just last year, I do PA work for the basketball team.
Mercy.
And as well as calling some games here on KTC. Mike Edwards, a great basketball player. He used all of those leaping skills right there to make that catch. Folks, I can't describe it to you. You know, well, what is it on the ESPN pregame? You got mossed. Ashbrook's team just got mossed.
They just got mossed. And by the way, there is no time left on the clock. So Crest will have an opportunity, of course, to after this penalty is marked off, they're going to have an opportunity to add, I'm assuming, though, unless they decide to go for 2, we'll see. But they do have the lead back at 13-12.
Yeah, the offense is staying out there.
Y'all need help up there.
Okay, now we're... All right, here we go. Apparently this is going to be a 2-point conversion and hold everything. Why not? So this one is going to actually end up being on Ashbrook.
I think it was illegal participation. It looks like against the Green Wave they had a guy late going off the field. So half the distance.
Yeah, half the distance. So this makes it a little shorter for this 2-point conversion. See what the Chargers want to do here. Hand off to Aiden Carson, and he charges his way in to the end zone.
And Paul, I tell you what I think happened too. There wasn't unsportsmanlike on Crest. I think Ashbrook elects to take that after halftime on the kickoff is what I think is going to happen there.
Okay, so just to get you straight, I needed to double check and make sure that that did stand as a Michael Edwards touchdown a while ago. It did.
Yes.
And then we got the 2-point conversion on the run by Aiden. And now we'll finally go to halftime. And the good news is on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard right across from Gardner-Webb University, Crest is back on top. They lead Ashbrook 15-12. When we come back here on WOHS and KTC Broadcasting, we'll move into the Gardner-Webb University halftime show.
He's back now. Charged as a running play. Folks got 4 carries for 23 yards. AG has 6 carries for 79 yards. And then the workhorse, Wingate, has 13 carries for 92 yards. So total 182 yards there. 2 of 4 passing for 26 yards. So you've got 208 yards offense for North Lincoln, and they've been pretty consistent. They have moved the ball fairly steadily. A couple times they got behind the chains, but then they caught up on it. So that's what our
delicious food and live entertainment. There's something for everyone. Join us from September 26th to October 6th for this historic event at North Carolina's largest county fair. Grab your tickets today at clevelandcountyfair.com, and let's make this a celebration to remember.
Why spend more?
The football score. And it's good for the whole student body, and they're celebrating that tonight here at Russell Stadium.
Yes, sir. Like you said, to piggyback off of what you said, total domination by the Golden Lions. They've had the ball 8 times, 8 drives, scored on every drive. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pass touchdowns, 4 run touchdowns. Just total domination by the Golden Lions. Not really much that the Ironmen can do. Looks like they have a lot of freshmen running out of the backfield from number 8, Jalen Adams, number 43, Mayhew, who looked like he got a little banged up. Have seen number 10, Najee Ripworth, get a little action. Could have had a big play at the 50-yard line on the pass. I felt like it was a little bit of interference, but, ref didn't throw the flag. But it's going to be an uphill battle for the Ironmen tonight. I would like to say, as I said many times tonight, big props to the backfield for the Ironmen. With the freshman backfield, not really sure the full reason why freshmen are getting so many carries tonight. I do know that the starter, number 1, David Howe, did get injured a couple weeks ago. I believe he's out for the season, not quite sure, but he hasn't seen any action tonight. Also, number 2, Ray Sewell, who scores a lot of the touchdowns for the Ironmen. He hasn't touched the field at all tonight. Like I said, not really sure, but, you got the freshman guys stepping up. Hopefully it'll pay off for them later on down the road, years down the road. They can take this experience and take it with them and become better from it.
Yeah, this is just, if you play the game or if you coach the game, if you're around the game long enough, you're going to have a game like this.
Yes, sir.
And the interesting thing is you're going to be on – at some point, you're going to be on both ends of the spectrum. If you coach and play long enough, you're going to be on those teams that man, you can't stop anything, and they just keep putting the points on the board, and you just can't do it. You just can't do anything about it. You just have to tip your hat to them after the game, and then again, you'll have those games where anything you do it's right, and you end up scoring a lot of points yourself. So it's just a tough outing tonight for Cherville. But I tell you, I'm proud of these young men. They just staying with it. they're staying after it. They're just going to keep doing what they can do. They're doing what the coaches tell them to do, and there's a lot to give them credit for tonight. Just keeping a good attitude, and hey, let's see what we can do. Let's get out there and let's get 4 downs, and let's see what we can do. See if we can pick up a first down, and just start small and get to small victories. And so anyway, it's going to be a good second half, and I assume that we're going to probably see a lot of younger players for Shelby play, because I think Coach Wilbanks, he is certainly not the kind of guy that would run score up. He's not going to do that, and he wants all his guys to get as much experience as they can. So I'm sure we'll see a little bit of that, at least to begin the second half with. This is, again, the No Malarkey, Mr. Sparky from Cherville scoreboard, 56-0, favor of Shelby. We've got over 8 minutes left in the halftime, so we'll give it a break, and we'll be right back. This is WCSL 92.9 FM.
Chargers on KTC Broadcasting, including tonight, 101.1, 101.5 FM, I should say, WOHS. Our score here, 15-12, Crest on top. Paul Foster back with Robbie Roop. And, Robbie, it's also a special occasion here tonight. We're seeing some beautiful folks on the field tonight, all dressed out because it's homecoming.
Yeah, homecoming here tonight at Sid Bryson Stadium, and I tell you, it's always a special time, and like I said, they just recognized all the past Crest graduates as well. We do have some scores, Paul. If you want me to run through those right quick for everybody, we can do that. Right now, Kings Mountain now leads their game against Hunter Huss 30-6. RJ's at that game shooting highlights, so if you check out the red zone there, he'll have some highlights from that game. 30-6, they lead the Huskies. North, this score is surprising to me, Paul. Statesville came in tonight and ranked number 1 in the RPI in the state. North Lincoln leads them 22-6 in that game. So a nice lead there by that North Lincoln team. Hickory 14-0 over East Lincoln. That's a battle of undefeateds. South Point leads Stuart Kramer 44-0. It's Hendersonville up over on RS 13-7. Bandage leads West Lincoln 14-7. East Rutherford up on Brevard 7-3. Maiden leads East Burke 22-0. It's Shelby 56. Cherville 0. Burns leads Highland Tech 28-8. It's Pine Lake Prep 23 and Mountain Island Charter 21. Community School of Davidson leads Bishop McGinnis 28-0. Freedom leads Chase 35-7. Fred T. Ford trying to get their first win in a while. They lead North Iredale 10-8. West Iredale leads St. Stephen's 21-14. Watauga up on North Davidson 26-7. Irwin leads Inca 27-7, and AC Reynolds leads North Buncombe 21-0.
Okay, Rob, thank you very much for the update on so many other big games going on this week, and we've certainly got a good one going here. Both teams coming in tonight 3-0. Remember, at this point, a lot of these schools have already played 4 games, and this is a 5th game. For some teams, it'll have byes later in the year. But for these two teams, week number 4 of what is week number 5 in the season, which is, that almost blows my mind. But anyway, both these teams 3-0, and it has been an interesting game so far. Rob, when we talk about the opponent, what has been the things has impressed you about Ashbrook?
Again, as good as advertised defensively. They're big, they're fast, they get to their spot quickly. We talked about the number of Green Wave players getting to the football. And, again, the play of A.J. McLean, only a sophomore from the quarterback spot. He has done a phenomenal job leading this offense. So you can see why this team's undefeated and why this team's going to be in contention this year for the Big South Conference. When you look at the top of this conference with Crest, Ashbrook, South Point, and Kings Mountain, that's a pretty tough 4 right there. And the Green Wave, they're going to make some waves in the Big South.
We'll take another timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the scoring summary and any other stats that we have available to you here at the half. It's Gardner-Webb University presenting our halftime show as they do each week on our presentation of both Crest and Shelby broadcasts from KTC Broadcasting. It's Crest right now tonight from WOHS and on KTC. A reminder here at the half, Crest 15, Ashbrook 12. We'll be back right after this 3-minute brief but important timeout.
All right, folks, let's talk some. Let's do some highlights. I know you guys want to watch some highlights, and we're getting some in. I've got the sneezies real quick, so I might have to pause it for a sec. But I'm going to go through some of our posts and go over some of our games tonight. We got highlights all across the area. Let's get some of this out the way for you. Get this set up for you folks at home. All the scores are red now. Obviously, no finals yet, so. When they do go finals, they will be black. All right, so I'm going to get you guys, I'm going to roll through these best I can. I don't know too much about them, but we're going to go through all of our highlights that we can for tonight. So let's scroll down. We're going to start off, it looks like, in Cherryville. Shelby's got a bunch of points. We're probably going to be about to see a bunch of Shelby highlights. Kings Mountain taking a 7-0 lead over Huss in the first quarter. How about Shelby's 14-0 lead against Cherryville? Tristan Tate, I think, will walk in. Yeah, I heard somebody yell Tristan there. How about Huss cutting it 7-6 on this long run? Might be the play of the night. He gone. We'll get his name later for the highlight show. This is Kings Mountain taking a 14-6 lead over the Huskies. Fumble. Oh, what a play. Gotta watch that back. I kind of looked away. Did he catch that ball? In the hands, 2-3. Oh, yeah. Slip, fumble. Ball's out. Hope done did that highlight. How about back over to Shelby? They went up 20-0 on this play. Quarterback rolling right. He's going to keep it himself for the score for the Golden Lions. 22-0. Blocked punt out the back of the end zone for the safety for the Golden Lions. This is 36-0. Oh, can't get him down there. And 18 or 19 for the Golden Lions makes it 36. How about 43-0? Right cross back to pass, looking at deep right. Finds number 2, splits some defenders, and he's gone for the touchdown, 43-0. How about Kings Mountain 23-6 against Huss at the half? Post over the middle, touchdown Mountaineers. They're in the all yellow tonight, or gold, whatever they want to call them over there. It's made it 50-0 Golden Lions. 24-6 in the third quarter. Kings Mountain powers it in on this little swing pass. Big run for the Mountaineers. One more touchdown for Shelby. That made it 56-0 at the half. And there's some of your scores. I'm going to get you guys some, we got some more highlights. Hold on. Let's see. Let's find Landon's highlights. We'll go up to Rutherford County. Well, maybe. Did he tag us tonight? Let's see. Well, we'll go over and do, how about we just do Shannon's highlights of the Crest and Ashbrook game. Folks, get a load of this. To start off, this was Crest going up with first score. It's made 6-0. Chargers. Tournament swing to Tajay Borders, 71 yards. Then Ashbrook responds, makes it 7-6. 3-leg in the end zone. Then Ashbrook takes a 12-7 lead. Low on the left side. 3-legs in the all-white tonight. Here's Turner McSwain with another touchdown. This one from 51 yards to end the half. Hail Mary. Chargers catch it between 7 people and then squeeze in for the score. We'll talk about that play all night. Probably going to be the play of the night. The Chargers with the Hail Mary to end the half. Looks like Appalachian against Carolina a couple years ago. Caught the short end of it and run it in. What a play by the Chargers. And that was your halftime score, 15 to 12. Let's see if I can find that. Get his name over here. I've lost him somewhere. Let's see if we've been tagged here. By Landon. Up at East Rutherford. Nope, I ain't got anything. Maybe not. Let's see. There's Landon. We'll pull up his highlights. No, I've got some scores up there. I gotta text him and get some video from him. Let's see. All right, folks, I want to send you back to the stadiums for some football. Shelby or Crest and Ashbrook and some more of our local games here on KTC Broadcast.
Third and longs and get off the field.
Games to delicious food and
6-0, and Jeff, we'll have a running clock. Pretty much, well, we will with this entire second half at this point, and just a dominant performance by the Golden Lions. Let's take a look back at our Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain Player to Watch. That was Majay Thompson. He leads the team in catches with 2. Then he has 64 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. Can't do much better than that.
No. So kicking off is 30.
That's Farmer.
Yep.
His first kickoff went 33 yards, and that was after a safety. So this will be his first kickoff from the 40.
He is a 12th grader. A couple of fresh faces back deep is one is Cole Wakefield, number 13, and is that Quivette McCray, 5, I believe, or the 2 deep, if he can get it back there. And Farmer's kick is going to be fielded by the up back.
At the 19.
And up to the 30, 35, 40. Still on his feet at the 50 to the 40. And finally out of bounds. And that's Tyler Tate on the return for Shelby.
Another Tate. 5'5", 130-pound running back.
I was going to say, he looks awfully little back there, but he was running mean, wasn't he?
He was. So it's a 41-yard kick and a heck of a return.
So that was Tyler Tate all the way to the Cherryville, let's call it
33?
Yeah. So Shelby will take over there. In at quarterback is Kendrick Raper.
McDonald's is your go-to location for popular food items before or after the big game. Everything from crispy chicken sandwiches, the Big Mac hamburger, world-famous French fries, and tasty McCafe beverages. Stanton Enterprise McDonald's owns locations in our region from Forest City to Spindale to Columbus, and even in Bowling Springs across from Gardner-Webb University. They also support the Ronald McDonald House for children in need. Look for the Golden Archers at those Stanton Enterprise McDonald's locations today.
Webb Chemical and Paper Company in Shelby wishes all Cleveland County high school football teams a successful season. Family owned and operated for over 40 years. Webb has great prices on all your janitorial and cleaning supplies and disposable paper products, and they sell in bulk. Let them help you with all your product needs. Stop by Webb Chemical and Paper Company, 2500 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-482-4331 or go to webchemicalandpaper.com.
Your train comfort specialist is CSI Mechanical in Shelby, serving this area since 2010. CSI Mechanical's goal is to provide peace and comfort with respectable, dependable, honest, and reliable customer service for everyone. They pledge to keep their pricing competitive and fair with no hidden surprising costs. 100% customer satisfaction is their goal. From air conditioning to heating to HVAC repair and maintenance to commercial refrigeration. Call on CSI Mechanical, located at 410 South Post Road in Shelby. Call 704-600-6267. Online at csimechanical.com.
Help! Help! He's back in town.
Yeah, I'm back in town, and this town is going down. It's me, Clint Eastwood, and I can't be stopped. I eat all the wood I see, and there's nothing you can do.
Someone call H&H Pest Control. They'll stop Clint Eastwood.
Go ahead. Make my day. Stop Clint Eastwood before he destroys your home. Call H&H Pest Control and Waterproofing at 704-482-2847. Online at hhpci.com. Attention football fans, looking for a winning smile? Touchdown with Cornerstone Dental Associates. Locally owned and operated in Shelby, their highly trained team brings the most up-to-date, comprehensive care to patients of all ages. With advanced technology and a passion for keeping your family smile in top form, Cornerstone is not your average dental office. They're accepting new patients, so go experience the Cornerstone difference today. Visit cornerstonedentist.com and see why their dental services have outperformed the rest. Get your car ready for fall and winter weather by taking it to Car Pro on South Post Road in Shelby, right across from Ingles. From a tune-up to an oil change, Car Pro can do it. Make sure your car is ready for fall and winter weather with a checkup at Car Pro. Check with them about new tires, too. And they also have cars for all budgets. They have the perfect vehicle for you. That's Car Pro Auto Sales and Repair, 1520 South Post Road in Shelby. Visit the website at carproshelby.com. Like them on Facebook, too. Get the fire you desire on your new backyard grill from Future Energy Company in Shelby. Grilling season is here. Come in and see the line of Napoleon grills. The new Freestyle with a 10-year warranty is only $4.99. And take a look at the Napoleon Prestige with a lifetime warranty. Check out the Big Green Egg and the Primo grills and the Green Mountain Pellet Grill. And the Broilmaster 84XN Grill is now 40% off at Future Energy Company, 130 West Graham Street in Shelby. Online at futureenergyco.com. Like them on Facebook, too.
We come back live, and we're glad you're with us as well. Of course, when we're at Crest, it means Sid Bryson Stadium, Dr. George Litton Field. And our score just before we get ready to kick off the second half, Crest on top of Ashbrook, but only by 3, 15-12. Paul Foster back with the Robster, Robbie Roop.
And I can tell you, folks, I just went online and checked to see if it was there. If you follow WhatsApp Shopper on Twitter or on X now, you can see that highlight of Michael Edwards making the catch. Shannon Allen did get it. Or if you're checking out the Red Zone online, I figure they'll have it there as well. The big catch by Michael Edwards to give Crest the lead going into halftime.
Shannon Allen does a great job for KTC, and we appreciate that film. One thing I've got to say to him, though, and he's going to have a hard time living this one down, even though, so I guess something could change in the second half. He said on the show, the warm-up show that the guys do with Kevin Hastings, Dennis Davis, he said that he believes Stuart Kramer was going to beat South Point tonight. I actually heard him say that. Got to give him a hard time.
That is exactly right. Shannon Allen, to me, you have to hang up your prognostication card if you're making that pick. Right now, 44-0 in that game right now. The Red Raiders lead Stuart Kramer.
It doesn't look too good. But Shannon, hey, we all like to go out on a limb and do that sometimes.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want to get out on a limb and saw it off behind you.
We'll see South Point down the road, of course, and we got to go over to Belmont this year. Hey, congratulations to Anna-Ja James. Anna-Ja James, the homecoming queen tonight for Crest.
Yeah, congratulations to her. Big night, and the young ladies were out there this evening with their escorts, and we saw the cars before when they had the parade around the tracks. Always a big night for homecoming. I understand the big homecoming dance is tomorrow evening.
Oh, okay.
Up at the high school, so that'll be a big night for the young people as well to go up there and have a good time.
Well, it's been an interesting game, and Rob, one of the things we talked about in our Ingalls Markets Countdown to Kickoff show was the fact both teams were 3-0, but Crest had played the tougher schedule. However, Ashbrook is still showing us they got a lot of weapons.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, they are a very dangerous football team. Crest has got to find a way to slow down A.J. McClain, and we see here, Paul, the mark-off. Crest will be kicking off from the 25-yard line because of that penalty going into halftime. Of course, you couldn't to me, that's one of those penalties you just got to kind of have to shrug off because those kids are really excited when Michael Edwards made that catch.
I tell you what, as many problems as Crest had, and it was penalty flags more than anything else. Yeah, they lost some yardage. They had a couple of runs that didn't really get much of anything. They had the sack on quarterback Turner McSwain, but to get that TD right before halftime has made a tremendous difference. We'll see how the momentum does. There's from the 25. This one's going to bounce at the 40. It'll be picked up at the 34, and they're going to already have excellent field position, and it's going to be a tremendous run to go across the 50 into Crest territory by one of their top running backs and also return guys, Martino Smith.
Right there, a prime example of why they took that yardage on the kick. You were going to get great position anyway. You add a nice return to that, and you're sitting in good field position to start this drive.
We just witnessed a Jammin' Jay's Pizza kickoff, the all-you-can-eat pizza buffet that starts with handmade dough, then tasty and unique toppings are added. Takeout is available at jamminjayspizza.com. So already in Crest territory, that's the big news. And a good start for Ashbrook as they go back to work at the 47 of Crest. And it'll be McClain, the QB. A handoff to Smith, who just had the big return. And he's going to get some significant yardage to the 43.
Yeah, pick up of about 5 on that run.
Yeah, coming into this game tonight for this football team, Smith had almost 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, and of course he's added to that tonight.
Yeah, Smith, their leading rusher, I believe, coming into this game.
Second down, the ball's at the Charger 42 for Ashbrook. Double receivers near side, one to the far side, back to the run. Crest defense reads it well, and a great job on Savon Lindsay. No gain.
Yeah, good job there. Several Chargers in to make the stop to extend that play out. Good job.
Don't forget, Kevin Hastings will lead the guys later on tonight when we sign off the air from Crest. They'll have that great scoreboard show, lots of conversation, reports from the different commentators. I'm sure Rob Roop will make an appearance on that show about this game later tonight.
Go defense!
So here we go. Big third down coming up right here They need to get to the Charger 38. They need about 5 to 6 yards for the first down. To the run again, trying to go to the outside, and Smith is going to be brought down by that Crest defense. Again, no gain.
Great job defensively there by the Chargers. One of the Chargers in there on the play, Jahari Mosley. We talked about what he's been able to do defensively for this Crest football team. And let's see, Ashbrook, are you in 4-down territory here? Let's see. So far, nobody's coming out.
You're right, Rob, and so far they have run the ball on every play of this offensive series to begin the second half. I'm wondering if they might try to go to the air, or you know how dangerous A.J. McClain can be if he keeps it.
Yeah, I think he's my number one guy right here, because even if he takes the snap, he may take off with the football.
You can hear the crowd below us getting loud. They want their Charger defense to come through. Triple receivers to the near side of the field, one to the far side, one back, and the QB waiting on the snap, who is A.J. McClain. McClain looking, going to go downfield, and I believe it is going to be incomplete in tight coverage by the Chargers.
See who that was on the coverage. I believe that was number 7, Donovan Walton, it looked like, on the coverage there for the Chargers.
And I haven't had a chance to call the guy's name tonight. That was wide receiver for Ashbrook, Cymeri Carpenter. And Carpenter's got some decent stats, but thank goodness he was not able to make that grab.
So good opening defense there for the Chargers to start the second half. You gave them great field position. Now let's see if Crest can hold on to the football and put more points on the board and extend this lead.
So Crest will go 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. And back to the familiar shotgun is Turner McSwain, to the familiar running back Aiden McSwain between the hash marks, and he'll take it across the 45. He's maybe close to the 47.
Yeah, close to a 5-yard gain there for Aiden.
They're going to back it up a little bit.
They back it up a little bit.
Yep. Well, you're right, Rob. The initial indication was going to be placing the ball at the 47, but then they said, nah, he was down at the 46. Still a decent gain. He got 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. McSwain wears number 3. Could be a quarterback keeper here. He's trying to roll out. Got nowhere to go, and he's just going to have to fall down, and he'll do so at the 40.
Yeah, it was 3 receivers downfield, all of them covered by Green Wave, and there was just no word from McSwain to go with the football.
I don't know what the initial intention was. I don't know if he was going to roll out and not go across the line of scrimmage and throw the ball, or if he did want to keep it for the run. But anyway, again, we see that excellent pursuit by that fast Ashbrook defense.
Yeah, it's got to develop faster against this defense. You just don't have time to let a play drag out.
Chargers losing yards there. They need a big play now. They got to get across midfield. McSwain's got blocking, going to go downfield. He's got his man to the 25-yard line, and that guy was Ty Borders.
Ty Borders right over the top. McSwain's able to attack Ty Borders, trying to put his name into the column of one of our players of the game with what he's done from his wide receiver spot tonight.
That is Crest's first Mi Pueblito Mexican restaurant, first down of the second half, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time. That keeps the offense on the field, and Rob, they want to go down here and try to add to the 15-12 lead with just over 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Back to Aiden Carson. Aiden trying to get in behind a blocker. Cuts that outside corner. He's inside the 10. He's across the 5. He may have gone into the end zone. There's a penalty flag, though.
Let's see if they call hold again, Paul.
Oh, man.
That's been the flag of choice.
Yeah, after the huge pass play, back to the run, back to the main running back, Aiden Carson. Far side of the field, he hits that corner, and then he was off to the races. However, as we assumed, it will be against Crest, so forget that. That's a Freedom Financial penalty flag guiding your financial freedom across generations. Oak Street Extension in Forest City.
See, Crest was already backing up, so be first and about 8 from where the penalty happened. And it looks like Tank Ruff may have checked into the backfield for the Chargers. I saw him out there. See if he's Yeah, he's going to be lined up beside McSwain.
All right, and there we go with a Cornerstone Dental substitution in the game. A fake to one of the running backs now, a pass play, and going to underthrow here. The closest receiver, maybe the intended receiver, was Michael Edwards at the 2-yard line.
And we'll see Aiden head back out. Tank spelled him. Not seeing Anton Lewis tonight for the Chargers.
That's a good point. I'm not sure what his situation is. We know he was had some considerable moments in the second half of the Catholic game last week. .6:55 on the clock to go in the third. Crest with a 3-point lead over Ashbrook. It's been a tough, tight ball game so far. 15-12, the current score. Crest seeing if they can add to it. Carson remains the running back in the backfield with QB Turner McSwain. McSwain taking his time on this count, and wait, they had to take a timeout just before the play clock went to 0.
Yeah, play clock was running down.
We'll take it as well on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of those world-famous French fries. 15-12, Crest on top in the third quarter from KTC Broadcasting and WOHS.
Least in their own territory, their side of the 50. Snap, airs, good kick, no rush. End-over-end kick. Good thing he fielded that. It was A.J. Sherrill. Fields it at the 43-yard line, runs sideways, ducks his head down, gets forward for a return of 3. So they did get it where it's at least on the other side of the 50-yard line. So a good punt by Ayers.
Yeah, as you mentioned, it was a good thing he did field that because that thing was end over end. Probably would have bounded 10, 15 yards.
Oh, that could have gone a long way.
Especially on this turf. But Statesville's hanging in. Again, you said 2 possessions. Lots of time left.
So we're in the fourth quarter. Lincoln County football, high school football, brought to you by our title sponsor, Bug Busters of Lincolnton. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Statesville at their own 47-yard line, 11:01 to play. Two wide receivers each side. Hand off to Jones up the middle, and there's not much there, maybe one.
Yeah, I'm actually right on the marker here. He barely got their 1-yard gain. Another good job there by Folk and company. They've done, as you mentioned, kind of taken over for Ryan Bassani tonight. They've done a fantastic job. Like I said, other than the one big run and one big pass play,
yep, that's been the offense. Yeah. They had a little bit of a sustain before the 57, but still not that much. Maybe 20.
Pass, baby!
I tell you what, you get it. Michael Edwards, one of those guys you want involved in your offense. Just a special football players for Crest.
A 21-yard touchdown pass in that right corner. McSwain timed it perfectly. Michael Edwards got his hands in the right place for the reception. So Crest extends that lead, and that's big because Ashbrook's been playing well in this game so far tonight. Here we go with Sanchez on the PAT. His kick is up, and his kick goes through. It wasn't pretty, but it went through, and that's the main thing. Let's update you on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard. They're located across from Gardner-Webb University. 5:58 to go in the third. Crest now up by 10 over Ashbrook. It's 22-12 on KTC Broadcasting.
145 pounds.
So Shelby's also, along with Cherville, getting some freshmen in.
Yes,
Not
sir.
just sophomores, but getting some freshmen in.
Oh, yeah. This is a new day. You know, back in my day, you know, you sometimes you didn't see the field till you was in 11th grade.
That's correct. Absolutely. That's exactly right. Well, handoff to number 44. And he's a strong runner.
Oh, yeah.
Strong runner, number 44, to Carrion Cuthbertson. He really fought driving his legs. A good leg drive there. And he gets the ball where they're spotting it on the 30. Yep.
In a very important Western Foothills 3A conference opener. Again, as we've said several times, this conference is front-loaded with some big matchups the first 2 weeks, and then there's kind of a lull, and then the last week you get 2 big matchups of the teams that are expected to be the top 4. Pete takes a snap. We've got a whistle. Offside against North Lincoln.
They don't usually blow that one dead, though.
Yeah, they'll usually let that go unless contact's made. Does that
Possibly,
stop it?
Possibly, but it looked like it was about half second ahead when he snapped it. So I don't. Either way, that's kind of a break for North Lincoln because that's basically a free play for Statesville, and he was coming back to make a pass. So I know you don't think penalties against her are a good thing, but that might have been.
So again, looks like single coverage on the trips on the right side. Pete in the shotgun, back to pass, looks downfield, slings one. He's got a receiver down there, and it's broken up at the last second. It was just slightly underthrown, don't you think? Because he was out in front, but allowed the defender to, and there was a high safety coming over as well.
Yeah, AG did a great job there. It looked like he had to step on him early, and as you mentioned, if he lays it out in front of him, or behind him rather, yeah, he goes ahead and makes that touchdown. But great job, great pursuit from AG there to break that up. 3rd and 5 to go.
6-2-0. And again, that number is 6.
Calling the 50-50 here.
I'm not sure how much it is tonight, but
good crowd.
I think we've got half the volleyball team crammed into the press box here. High snap. Jones. No, that's not Jones with the ball. That's number 5, Davian Summers. He breaks another tackle, gets to the right sideline, breaks yet another tackle, and he's finally brought down at the 5-yard line. So that was a gain of about 35 on that play.
Yeah, like you say, it looked like North Lincoln had a pretty good setup there on the left side, but he was able to get around that end and just good burst of speed there for Statesville, and that was a huge play. It's going to be interesting here as we get going here in the 4th quarter.
It's a Turner Hauser Insurance 1st and goal. High snap. That screws up the timing. Handoff is still made to Summers, but he gets snowed under back at the 9-yard line. Now they're going to mark it at the 10, and that'll be a loss of 5. So 1st and goal from the 5 is now 2nd and goal from the 10.
Yeah, good tackle for loss. That was great pursuit there by Summy for North Lincoln, and a great finish by Rinkus to get him back to that 5-yard loss.
And it was helped out by the fact that high snap really messed up the timing between Pete and Summers in the backfield. And now they've gone back to Jones in the backfield, who's really done nothing this half. Maybe 11 yards. Hand off to Jones. He gets submarined. Nice play at the point of attack. That's number 44, Houston Summy. He came in and submarined Jones and knocked him down. And what could have been a big gain. It looked like a good hole over on that left side.
And he's coming out. Like I said, he got in there and tried to trip him up, and his big legs there from the running back.
He did get 4, so it's 3rd and goal from the 6. He bulls his way through the line, gets to the 4-yard line. So he gets 2 yards on that, but that's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 4. And they need a touchdown because we're at 7.5 minutes. They don't need to kick a field goal. I'm not sure they have a kicker because that would still be 8 behind.
Right. It kind of makes me wonder on the earlier possession when it was 3rd and long why they didn't run like they're doing now. And that time they went for 4th, didn't get anything.
So a big 4th down play here, 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. And we're going to take, Statesville's going to take a timeout. Nope, North Lincoln does. They're going to take a timeout, make sure.
This penalty sets you back. Freedom Financial has got the experts to get you on the right track. 828-980-7102. So after this lost yardage, the ball will be placed back at the 34-yard line.
Go defense!
And Ashbrook here with 1st down and long. And now we've got
Delay a game.
Just like that, another Freedom Financial penalty flag. A lot of fans packed in here for the action tonight for the Crest Chargers, and a decent crowd as well from Gastonia for Ashbrook. Back to the run, back to Martino Smith, and very little. Great job by the Chargers. They won't let him get across the 30.
And in honor of the great Larry McIntyre, Big Mac, that's going to bring up second and a taxi ride.
Yeah, when you say that name, a lot of fond memories of that voice and that personality here in, well, I was going to say in this press box. Of course, he would have loved this brand new press
absolutely.
box.
Absolutely.
We certainly have enjoyed it, folks. If you haven't been over here yet to Sid Bryson, you're going to appreciate the new bathrooms, the concession stand, and the press box we're fortunate enough to be in. All right, Ashbrook with this taxi ride. Triple receivers to the far side. High snap, but brought down again. McLean's in trouble. Look at this defense attacking. They've got to bring him down, though. He eludes tackle after tackle.
It's very fortunate we saw him getting away from guys again. Finally able to bring him down, trip him up. A.J. McLean, man, he's a dangerous dude.
Yeah, I got to give him credit. He's down, thank goodness, at the 29-yard line. But, Rob, there were 3 different defenders that had their paws on him, and he kept making moves to get away.
And again, I go back only a sophomore, so get to see him play a little while longer.
As for Ashbrook, this is going to be a long third down. They've got to get to the Charger 47 for the first down. The ball sitting on their own 29. Will they go to the air? Triple receivers, far side of the field. They got the one to the near side. McLean in all kind of trouble, and this time they will sack him back at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Crest brought a blitz that time. I was looking to see some of the guys in there. Number 40, one of the guys we saw out there for the Chargers. Eli Black.
Yeah, the junior, 6'1", 220. Good job by Eli. Punting unit, of course, is out on the field, so this is big for Crest. They went to a 10-point lead just a few minutes ago, and with 1:28 to go in the third, they're going to have a chance to get the ball back. And, Rob, they'll probably have a chance to start in Ashbrook territory.
Absolutely.
There is the punt. And it's taken at the 49 of Ashbrook. Great job by their special teams to immediately take down the Chargers. So Surratt just about 2 or 3 yards on that return.
Yeah, I got to give Pluto credit. He did a good job of holding on to the football after contact. We do have a Charger down. Looks like that is Eli Black is down, but I think they may be working on a cramp. We talked about the humidity and how much warmer it's been. Let's see here.
While the player is being checked, we will step away for a timeout in the action. I want to remind you that you are listening to the Chargers on KTC Broadcast.
Going under center, making the handoff easier right now. We've got the lead. Clock ticking down, 3:18 to go. 5-point lead here looks like they're on about the 15-yard line or so, maybe even closer than that for R Central there. But they're back in shotguns. I guess that's what they feel comfortable. Let's see what the call is going to be.
Back, Rudisville's back out there running back. They try to get R Central to jump off sides. They do not. And on third down and about 7. Touchdown here makes it a 2-score game. A field goal would make it still an 8-point ball game. Low snap. They'll hand off to Rudisville. Powers forward. Rudisville going to be short.
Now what do you do if your hitter's
great question, because you've had a field goal block tonight.
Yep.
On our extra point block tonight, pardon me. And if that goes the other way, R Central could pick it up and score.
Looks like they're keeping the offense on the field. I'm pretty surprised by that. They must not be feel very confident about their kicker there. But wow, this will be a big 4th down call. This is the ball game pretty much coming up right here.
4th down and about 3 at the 9-yard line, and actually a whistle will blow, and I think RS Central called a timeout. They did. So 2:13 left in the ball game. It's going to be 4th down for Hendersonville with the Bearcats. Get their offense out there. RS Central get a stop. Let's find out when we turn. This is Downtown Radio, KGY.
Mow for your money with these hot offers from Bush Hog and NC Tractor and Farm Supply in Rutherford. Experience a summer of scorching hot deals with Bush Hog, where you get unbeatable performance and unmatched quality. Save $200 on the Bush Hog single spindle BH 110 series, and save $350 on the 210, 310, 410, and 510 series, and save $400 on the 3308 multi-spindle series. If it doesn't say Bush Hog, it just won't cut it. Bush Hog from NC Tractor and Farm Supply, 299 Railroad Avenue, Rutherford.
4th down and about 4 for Hendersonville. They're up 19-14 with 2:13 left. Both teams have traded turnovers here late. They had the amazing interception by Elmer Littlejohn. Then Littlejohn throws one of himself by Rusil. Hendersonville had their offense out there, and again, a field goal would make it an 8-point ball game. A touchdown really kind of ices this one, and maybe it looks like Hendersonville is going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, they must feel pretty confident about picking it up. I mean, I don't know if they just don't feel really good about their field goal kicker, but, man, it's hard to leave. I mean, if they could kick this little short field goal right here, the game would be over. Let's see if RSM can rise up and make a stopper.
And off the Rudisil, out the offside, has the edge, and he does not. Had it for a moment, and it was number 24, Mikkel Jennings, with the stop. You have an injured Hilltopper down, but a big play for RS Central. They get off the field, and now with 2 minutes and 7 seconds, they have another shot at scoring.
Living dangerously, but still alive here on homecoming night. RS Central able to make that big stop on the left-hand side of the field you mentioned as a Hilltopper down. Hopefully it's just a cramp. We'll see what the injury here is in a second. Looks like it may be a cramping issue. Hopefully that's all it is.
So we'll take a quick break. RS Central ball, 2:07 left in the ball game, down by 5 here on Downtown Radio, WAGY.
Plumbing problems can
At
drive you
120. I can't remember if there's been any more, but that's at least 15 more. Makes it 135 so far in this game, at least.
Yeah, at least. That's the one way to put it. All right, so even though this is going to back up the Chargers quite a bit, offense is on the field. They got a long way to go. They have the 10-point lead. Let's just see them stay cool and collective here on 2nd down.
It could be the last play of the 3rd quarter here.
McSwain going to go to the air out in the flat immediately. Michael Edwards along the Crest sideline, and then he is taken down close to midfield. And we've got a late flag on this one. I think some of the Crest fans, and we saw it, Rob, feel like that the defender may have tackled Michael Edwards well out of bounds.
I mean, they were past that line right there near the Gatorade buckets whenever they went down. So
if you're near the Gatorade bucket,
yes,
that tells you a lot.
If you are tackled near a Gatorade bucket, you know you've got problems. Let's see what the call is.
And it's not a laughing matter by any means because Edwards went down hard along the sideline. At least the Crest players kept their composure.
It is a personal foul.
Yes.
Unnecessary roughness against the Green Wave.
Freedom financial penalty flag, another one. Remember, guiding your financial freedom across generations. Oak Street Extension, Forest City. We got a lot of upset fans, but at least we got the call that time.
That's exactly right.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I tell you, that's one thing about being closer to the crowd, Paul. You definitely can pick up their thoughts and ideas more clearly.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the crowd might need to be, the volume might need to be turned down more. Oh, my. But, hey, that's what we appreciate about our Charger faithful. They are intensely into this game.
Yes, absolutely.
So the good news for Crest, the short pass play was to Edwards. He gets some yardage, but we get the 1st down, and we get back into Ashbrook territory. Thanks to the big penalty, the Chargers have the ball 1st and 10 at the 37, and we've got a heavy-set package in there now. Handoff, Aiden Carson breaks away from a tackle, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. It's a Crest touchdown.
Aiden Carson, they lined up in the heavy set. Aiden Carson come around the right side and said, I will tote this rock to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
What I love about this guy is that when he got away from the last tackler that had barely had a finger on him, it's like he put it into a new gear when he took it to the end zone.
Yeah, his burst of speed is incredible once he gets through the line.
Well, man, we had a close game at the half. We had a close game for an early part of this third quarter, but, man, as we get to the end of this third quarter with only 7 seconds left, this lead is really growing for the Chargers. Sanchez is for the extra point attempt. This is a good-looking kick. It is up and it is good. On the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard across from Gardner Webb University, the Chargers now lead 29-12 over.
And like them on Facebook too. Savings on your auto insurance with us.
The chains have moved, and
RS Central took a timeout there as well.
May have. Actually, they did not. They're breaking it up, so no one called timeouts. A lot of confusion. First down, 44 seconds left after the 6-yard run.
I wonder if they made him use it or not. The RS Central coach is not happy, not sure exactly what's going on, whether they have a timeout or not remaining right now. Looks like they did not according to the scoreboard, but that could be inaccurate. We'll try to get confirmation on that.
And I'm actually going to say it was an official timeout. Okay. The referee is pointing. So they do have one timeout left with 44.8 seconds remaining. Now at your own 40-yard line. Central going with McIntyre again. The clock has stopped to clear everything up, also stopped to move the chains after the run by Lattimore. And the clock will wind on the signal once they get set. And now the clock will wind. So 44 seconds left. McIntyre gets to the right snap again. He runs up the right side, tries to break a tackle, breaks one, powers forward, falls ahead. He's just short, gains 9 yards on that one. Second down and 1 coming up. The clock now running, under 30 seconds remaining. RS Central has to go quick, and they're actually going to call a timeout here with 25.8 seconds left in the ball game. And some time ran off the clock. Coach Ryan not happy with that, so they may reset, but we'll have to see here. Now 25.8. Got your own 49. I think it's time you got to take some shots to the end zone here.
Not exactly sure who Coach Ryan is talking about, but he is looking up there towards the press box. Not exactly certain what is going on there.
25.8. No timeouts left now for RS Central. Second down and 1. I think the big thing here first, maybe get a little out route, get yourself into some room, get out of bounds, or at least get the first down. And then you're able to get set and get ready for a Hail Mary pass toward the end of the game. As now Little John back out, as is given. He's going to throw the ball here, and we get set here. Second down and 1 for RS Central. Can ill afford to take a sack here. Coming right down to the wire on homecoming, the conference opener for both teams.
Like Gibbons back in the game now. Let's see what the call is going to be from the Hilltoppers.
They're going to pitch to McIntyre. McIntyre's going to set up the pass, and it's fumbled out of bounds on the sack. Number 64, there is a Mirion Barber, and luckily the ball goes out of bounds on the fumble. 20.4 left now in the ball game after the sack of McIntyre, and that puts the ball all the way back. Third down and 9 now.
I see what the confusion was on the sidelines now. It looks like the RS Central fans looking at the press box. The play was over, out of bounds. The clock continued to run. RS Central fans not happy at right now with what's going on in the booth.
And we'll see. Are they going to make it? Then actually they are going to rule it a fumble. I thought they had ruled it an incomplete pass, but that ball was out the side of McIntyre's hand. Again, he had that 21-yard pass last week for a touchdown. Unable to get anything set there. So now third and 9, 20.4 seconds remaining. Given at quarterback, 4 wide receivers down, and Hendersonville is going to take a timeout now to kind of discuss their defense. Hendersonville has 1 timeout left at the moment. So Mirion Barber, haven't heard a whole lot from him until these final 2 drives. They make some great plays. as his brother, Darren Barber, had made some Tamir Barber, and playing great earlier in the game. So
you're RS Central right now. What do you call?
I think at this point you just gotta go 4 wide, just throw it up and see what happens at this point.
Do is see if you can get lucky with one-on-one coverage, or maybe the defender falling down, or running some kind of crossing route, some kind of misconception type stuff here. You've got to try to go down the field. It's all you can do right now, and then you got to go down and spike the ball with no timeouts left on the clock. You've got to get something going on. These little short passes, they really have only moved the ball about 30 yards in just a couple of minutes, and that is not going to cut it if you want to win this game. You've got to put the ball in the air regardless of what happens. You've got to go down the field here with 20.4 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
They run backs in the backfield. Little John at quarterback. Takes the pitch to McIntyre. Sets, fires, has a wide open Smith, and just airmails it. And with 15.4 left now, it's 4th down. This is the ball game if you're RS Central.
Yep, coming up here, but they'll have one more chance to try to do something right here. But they've got to try to throw the ball and get a first down right here. Tough spot now for the Hilltoppers.
Receivers for the Hilltoppers are Jacobs Smith, Reagan Holly. You also have Marcus Hooper and Lattimore out there as extra blockers, McIntyre and Littlejohn. Quarterback is Gibbon. Here's the snap to Gibbon. Drops back, waits, has to fire up in the air, jump back, the hands and incomplete of Elmer Littlejohn. A great coverage there by Rudisil and by Suber, and Hendersonville is going to survive this one as they will take a 19-14 victory. Just 10 seconds left, and all Hendersonville has to do is fall on the ball, and the game is over.
Yeah, good coverage on the back end there. Hendersonville had 2 defenders right there. Good throw by Gibbon, trying to make that catch, just not able.
Freedom Financial can get you on the right track. 828-980-7102.
Tell you one thing, Chris, we're very fortunate to have a guy like Walt Rumfeld who's able to be down there on the sidelines with this football team to help some of these guys out as they come off the field, maybe dealing with some injuries.
Back to the run. I believe it might have been, again, Smith, but he's not going to get much this time, maybe 1 yard.
Jahari Mosley in making the tackle.
Mosley again. You know, you mentioned Walt Rumfeld. He's been a part of being there as a physical trainer and the work he does for years now. He's certainly a tremendous asset and a good guy.
Absolutely. Yeah, I believe Walt started here as an athletic trainer and then has just continued, and I believe at Ortho Carolina, and just doing a lot of good work for not only here but for the community.
Ashbrook with a long way to go on this latest play at their own 42. Got some time over the middle pass. And
we got another flag.
Yep, it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Carpenter. He was in double coverage. And as Rob said, another penalty flag.
And Coach Lloyd looks like saying it's against the Green Wave. Let's see. He doesn't know what they want to do, whether they take the play or take the penalty. Let's see.
Well, you're right about that. The latest Freedom Financial penalty flag, where they guide your financial freedom across generations, again will be on the offense. The Ashbrook Green Wave.
All right, folks, we're going to pack up the Red Zone channel. We sign off about 9:30, 9:45. A little bit long for that Rutherford County game. Shut Paul off there for a second. I know you folks couldn't hear it, but me and Dennis and I could. So we're going to get off here for a few minutes, folks. We'll be back at 10 o'clock, maybe 10:05 for the postgame show live here on YouTube. Just tune back in at 10 o'clock for the postgame show. Highlights, the scores, finals, and more. The Black Scores U finals. We'll be back in a few minutes. KTCBroadcasting.com.